Green. I can't lose you. Good day, everyone. It's Trish here, your Millennial Morena. So today we are going to be interviewing one of the kuyas of my life. I am super inspired by this guy's drive and the hard work that he puts into everything that he does. And this man is a businessman and is the founder of one of the organizations that I'm very active in, which is called Upper Room Worship MNL. And also he is a basketball broadcaster, and he also has a basketball training team. Anyway, we will learn more about that later on. I'm very excited to hear what he has to say and what he has to share with us about his journey from start to up to today's like what he's doing. So let's watch this. See, he does everything. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. That's why we're here to ask him. But guys, by the way, we're here at Pt.1. This is where the fine gentleman is. For all the men who live in Pasig. What do you call it? It's not just a barber shop. They also make like suits for you. And I know that they personalize suits for women also. I mean, it's just low-key since it's called the fine gentleman. Yeah, women are pasok. Hey guys, so we are here today with Kuya Juan.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Juan Banal. I'm sorry. I did introduce you as one of my kuyas though. So yeah, we are here with him to hear out his story and how he's able to excellently do the things that he does on a daily basis. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
To the Millennial Morenas out there, hi, I'm Juan Banal. Well, there's a short version of introducing myself and there's a long version. So, which one do you want? The long version?
Yeah, long version.
Okay, the long version. So I'm Juan. I'm 34. Size, diba? No, but 34 years old, but
parang hindi mo ka.
So yeah, I've got 3 kids. I have a wife, and I have an 11-year-old son, a 9-year-old daughter, and then a 1-year-old son, boy. And I'm currently handling 2 businesses, and about to launch another one by
No
August.
way!
So the first one is of course the Fine Gentleman. You know that so that's this. I'm partnered with 2 other guys, Patrick Garcia and Juan Banal. And the Fine Gentleman is entering its 2nd year this April.
Wow.
And then I have also it's a training camp. It's called Ignite Athletics, and that one is about to launch. We're about to branch out for that one. But currently, it's a training camp that happens every weekend, all year round, and we train kids, but focused on skills development. And then that's been around for 3 years. And then
Is there an age limit to it?
Well, until 19 years old. Technically, once you step college, the given is you're already good. So you're competing. So that's the idea. Para until you haven't reached college, pwede pa.
Okay.
So that's the goal. But yeah, so we're about to launch another one, which is probably end of this year, which is related to Ignite Athletics, but it's a whole new different league that we've conceptualized. And then
With the same team?
Yes, with the same team. And then the third one is related to what the other things that I'm doing, but one is we're launching a homeschool program that is focused on a more progressive approach for kids, and really definitely it's a different take on how education should be, not what is happening on a traditional or your typical education that you're receiving. So that's something that's going to be launched hopefully by August. Yeah. So in preparation for that, I'm actually homeschooling one of my kids who I asked, and I spoke to both my kids. Well, of course, the youngest couldn't answer yet, but I spoke to both my kids and I said, so who wants to try out homeschooling? So of course the other one who's into basketball said, no, I wanna. He hasn't won a championship kasi in that team, so he's hoping that he'd win one this year.
Yeah.
So that's why he said, oh, I want to still stay in my school. And then my daughter goes, me, I want to try it. So we're doing homeschooling together, and she's my lab rat. So I'm experimenting the program and it's been doing fine, really well actually. And we're hoping to launch it on August. And yeah, so those are the things. Well, those are my businesses, but I have also I work.
How do you do this?
So I work. So I homeschool my kid, but I also work. So I'm currently a sports analyst for TV5. So that means I cover a lot of well, strictly for basketball. So I'm an analyst for Sports 5. So I do PBA games, international games. What else? 3x3. So FIBA games also. So those are the things that I do. I also do consultancy, meaning schools get me for consultation, especially schools that aspire to be an international school. So that's something that I do. So I get sent to different schools all over Asia Pacific to train their schools, train their teachers in an international program. And at the same time here locally, I also consult with schools who want to be an international school. So right now we have 2 clients that were one big school that really wants to change their image and they want to compete against the other premier schools. So I'm doing consultancy with them. So as you notice, they're not really far from it revolves around 3 things: education, basketball, and well, the fine gentleman is just really my passion. Like I love suits. Like I love suits. I love grooming. I just love it. And it came from a need actually.
Okay.
You know, I used to like my brothers, my 2 younger brothers. They like dressing up and all that, and so I like secretly copy them. Like, behind the doors and like peek, and then I like that, and then I start buying stuff that they buy, and then when I put it on, I come out the room, and then my wife goes, "You look like a clown. What are you wearing? What are you thinking? Why are you even wearing that?" So I'm like, well, it looked good on them. I assumed it would look good on me. So, but apparently not. Apparently not. So I realized there are a lot of guys out there that they want to look good, but they don't know how to look good.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know how. The aspiration is there, but the know-how. So that's why the Fine Gentleman came about. We really wanted to help guys. That's why we have an in-house stylist who is a premier stylist. His name's Reggie Cruz, and he really styles actors and actresses. And so we set that up, and so there are a lot of guys, especially like last week I did a talk in front of all PBA players, and the goal was I was invited by PBA to actually give the irony. I was asked to give an advice on grooming and styling for professional athletes, and my goal there was to really more of talk to these players and tell them like, you guys are professionals. You have to get that in your head. You gotta understand, and that means the moment you step out of your car or your house, you're public property. Like everyone can take a shot at you. They can look at whatever you're wearing and they can comment because you are a professional basketball athlete. That comes with territory of what you do. So And I spoke to them about the importance of dressing up, and that people can't see you in the grocery wearing shorts, botas yung medyas, all these things, because people look up to you. Kids look up to you. And
you have a great influence over these.
They have this cloud that at some point, it's like, in Spider-Man, it's a privilege but also a responsibility from their end. So that happened. But it revolves around the things that I'm really passionate about, like education. I am by profession an educator. I have an MA degree in education, and basketball is in my blood. Like, you suck the blood out of me. Everyone, like dinner table with all my titas and lola, it's basketball inside out.
Your dad, your
80% of the 90%, no, 100% of the guys now. Because I used to have a couple of cousins that don't play basketball, but now they do. So, but 100% of the guys that in my dad's side are really love basketball. So that's something second nature to me. And then then of course the fine gentleman. But one thing that I haven't mentioned is Upper Room. Upper Room is actually, so there's such a thing as grind project and there's such a thing as passion project.
Okay.
So grind project is what you work hard for. Like you really work hard for blood, sweat, and tears. But you have what you call a passion project. Like it's very close to your heart. That you do it for free any given day, and it's more of your passion. That's why it's called a passion project. So Upper Room is my passion project. The Fine Gentlemen, Ignite Athletics, this homeschooling program, sportscasting, consultancy, and all these things. These are my grind projects, But it's all supposed to help my passion project, which is Upper Room. And Upper Room is, for those who don't know, is a worship ministry. We're a group of people, which you're a part of. And behind the camera is part of too. There you go. And we are common denominator. We're also Morena. I'm Morena, she's Morena. Besides that, we also our common denominators are love for worship. Yes. So, and we always find an anchor in worship, and we believe that we should get that as far as possible using worship as a means to share the gospel, and so that's my passion project. So that's the long version of what I do. That's just the introduction, guys.
Do you sleep?
I was reading the book by Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
He came out with a book. It's called Mamba Mentality.
Yeah.
And I was looking because I said, how can Kobe be this good about doing what he does? Yeah. And then he came up with this system wherein he actually sleeps 4 hours, average of 4 hours a night, but he sleeps in incrementals throughout the day. Hindi sunod-sunod. So parang he broke down, let's say, if you're supposed to sleep 8 hours a day, 4 hours you sleep straight, and then the 4 other hours are broken down into bite-sized pieces. Yeah. So he'd sleep in the car, in between practices, in between. So by doing that, he said he finds it more efficient because he spends more time awake. At the moments that he needs to be awake, and then he sleeps at those moments that talagang dead hours for him. So I'm sort of experimenting on that.
Is it working? Like, are you applying it?
Yeah, I have been taking a lot of short naps, 15 to 20 minute naps all throughout the day. But I usually get to bed mga 12, and then I wake up as early as 5. And then it's like 5 hours of sleep. So 3 hours, I spread that all throughout the day. So far, so good. And then eating healthy. Like this year, I made a...
You work out na rin?
Yes, so I work out. So what I do is, I take my son to school, and then I work out after that. And then it's an hour, 15 minutes. And then after that, I get whatever it needs to be done.
Do you have a daily routine?
If you see my calendar, I don't know if they can see it, but just don't expose my life.
Oh
my calendar is like, super full. Every day, everything's so planned. Yep, that's how it goes. That's how it is. See? Alright. So that's my calendar. But again, it's a lot of strict, it's discipline actually. Making sure that you balance your time well. So in between that, and the most flexible time that I have is with my kids. Like, and that's why, I forgot.